See how bad they murdered Death Knight, shall we? Hearthstone updates. We're pretty happy with the meta diversity and power and standard right now. That's awesome. Bigger focus on raising the power level of some of the new festival legend archetypes so they can compete with stronger stuff. Okay, cool. System update. Is Death Knight dead? Let's figure out. All Death Knight cards with any 3 rune requirement, Frost, 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 Blood, Frost, Holy, etc. are now removed from Discover pools and random generation. Let's go, Blizzard! Let's go, baby! No more longer do we have to deal with the Furies on 7 for 5 turns in a row. Let's go. All right, sorry. Death Knight is a very strong as a class right now, and the change weakens the class across the board. We've also received a lot of feedback that the most frustrating parts of playing against Death Knight is when they are able to generate additional copies of their power. It's like I said that yesterday. It's like I was okay. Thank you, Blizzard. Okay, following cards have been nerfed. Ratty Fan from +4 to +3. I mean, it's fine. It's probably still going to be very good, I would imagine. I don't think that this is going to break the card at all. Yeah, it's probably still fine. I wouldn't disenchant this card. This card's probably still playable. Overseer Frigidara. So I was complaining about this card yesterday. I think this card's turbo broken. So it's going from 5 attack to 6 attack to 3 attack and 6 health. Sorry, I said 6 health there. 5 attack, 6 health to 3 attack and 6 health. Death Knight has a several strong attacks. Frost Knight deck stands out as strongest of the bunch. I mean, I think that's fine. I would have personally made it like deal 1 damage to all enemies. I think this card is still turbo broken. I don't think the attack is what I was concerned for at all, but here's what it is, I guess. Twig of the World Tree. Chat, I told you, refresh your mana crystals. I knew it. Death Knight gave 10 mana crystals to do refresh your mana crystals. Yeah, they wanted to keep the card in flavor of what it is while not absolutely destroying the card. This is a huge change for Wild, by the way. Druid has used this card basically since the card has been released. Thank God I did the weapon challenge before this was changed, because this is a huge nerf. Will this card see play? It's probably still good, but that means that you can't just ramp out of nowhere, which is probably a really big deal. Druid's probably going to take a pretty big hit from this. I probably expect Druid not to be nearly as good. This is a very, very big power play. You can no longer like play this into the 1 mana weapon. Yeah, that's all right. Falling cards have been adjusted to be more powerful. Okay, so these are the buffs, chat. There's a lot of buffs here, so this might take a little bit. Also, I'm sorry for the not well edited content here. This is a live reaction. Rockmaster Voon, old 4 mana to do 3 mana. I still think the card's trash. I don't know why you're gonna play it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's bad. I think they should have gave it Rush. I don't know why they didn't give it Rush. Whatever. Like, Warrior's still dying. Verse Riff, old 2 mana to 1 mana. This is a good change. It's way more in line for what it is against Claw, and it makes it a lot easier to just put this card into your deck without feeling awful. This should have been 1 mana to begin with. I don't know why it was 2 mana. Probably a fine change. Bridge Riff from 6 to 5. Again, I think at release, this card should have been 5 mana. I think it's horrific that it was 6. Maybe riffs are fine. The other riff was actually pretty good, so I probably expect this to be okay. Power Slider going from 1 attack to 2 health to 2 attack to 3 health. I mean, dude, the 1 attack is not going to make a difference on Power Slider, I don't think. I think this card could have been 2 mana, and I think it would have been okay. Like, make it a 1/2 and just put it at 2 mana. I don't know why it's still 3. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm like, damn, I really wish this had 1 attack. I guess it gets 1 health too. It's 1 attack to 2 health to 2 attack to 3 health. I mean, I think 2 mana would have been better. I don't know. I never want to play this. Like, I don't think the +1/+1 is really going to make a difference for this, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I guess you could play it on turn 3 and it does feel fine. Okay, sure. That's okay. Shield block, dude. I've been in this game since literally 2013. Seeing this, sorry, 2014. Seeing this is so strange to me. It's like I'm kind of scared of what I'm looking at here. 3 mana to 2 mana, pretty big deal for Warrior. 2 mana cycle plus gain 5 armor is actually a pretty strong card. So that's kind of strange. But is it good? It's probably okay. Right, Funky is going for a 2/2 to a 2/3. Still fine. I think it's way more in line than like now. This card was released in Savers of Uldum, so a 2/3 makes a lot more sense in 2023. It's probably fine. I don't think this is gonna really make Warrior that much better, but whatever. Yeah, this card's like an auto included in like every control deck now. 2 mana, draw a card and gain 5 armor. It's like you're slotting that in. It's just guaranteed to go in. I don't even want to try to pronounce this. Thoriblor. I'm gonna call it Firebird. So instead of having Rush, Death Rattle go dormant, cast a fire spell to revive this. New Rush, Death Rattle go dormant, cast a fire spell to revive this. What's the difference? Am I stupid? Oh, 2 times. I missed the bracket here. So now it can just be revived forever. I was like, did they change something? What happened? I mean, it's fine. I still don't think it's gonna be very good. I'm not I get whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why the text looks so weird on this card, by the way. It's all right. Warrior had 2 major themes this expansion, Menagerie and Rifts, and neither of them landed at the level we were hoping for at launch. We're buffing these Festival Legend cards to give them more of a theme a chance. We're also buffing some older cards to help support the class in general. Shield Block is a card that we hope can be a definitional powerful card that represents what Warrior is about. You're right, but there's no other tools that actually help control Warrior being good. So unfortunately, it's still really awkward. We'll continue to monitor the class after its adjustment to determine if you're... Okay, so further changes will probably be needed. I don't think this is good enough for Warrior, unfortunately. That's pretty... It seems weak. So old is okay. So they're buffing the song for mage. Old, discover a spell. Finale, return this to your hand at the end of your turn. Discover a spell, reduces cost by 1. Finale, return this to your hand at the end of your turn. Dude, I think the better change would have been just make this 1 mana. I think having this at 1 mana would have made mage feel so much better. I guess this is fine because if you get the spell, reduce this cost is fine. So in theory, this is 1 mana to begin with. But I think 1 mana and just have it the exact same would have been probably a better change. I still think this card is really awkward. It's just the finale card makes this so strange because you always want to discover first. This card just inherently is just an awkward card to play. I don't know if this change is going to make it better. Hopefully other mage things are good. Okay, so this is a huge change. 3 mana to 2 mana is actually ginormous. The stats are relevant on this card because you didn't really care. You just want to get the extra high cost spell in your hand, which makes Millhouse, the DJ Millhouse, a better card. So this is a good change. I like this change a lot. Spitelash Siren's going back from a 5 mana 2/6 to a 4 mana 2/5. This card used to be this exact stat line, and then it was nerfed. Is this good? I mean, it's probably pretty good. It was nerfed for a reason, and most of the Nagas, if not all the Nagas, were printed with Siren. So this is good. This is good. Good change. I'm a little scared. Arcane Artificer's going from a 1/2 to a 1/3. Great change. This card came out in, I want to say, Ungoro. Maybe even later. I think it's Ungoro. Could be wrong. So this is a good change. 1/3 means that the control mage actually has a better chance of surviving because if this card stays around longer, you get more armor. Cool. Mage got 2 major focuses in Festival Legends, Light Show, and DJ Manastorm. Audio Split and Infantilize the Magnitude can both in those decks and others. So we hope those changes can help open the class. As a reversion to Spitelash Siren, what can we say more than Naga Spell Naga? True. Stranglethorn Heart is going from 10 mana to 8 mana. Here's the problem with this, dude. I don't think this actually solves the issue of this card. Yeah, 2 mana is nice, but like the general issue that I was having with the card is you have to get your minions to die first and then play this card. So is 2 mana really going to change that? I mean, maybe. Like you get to get a hero power. It's obviously better than 10 mana. I suffered a ton with this card at 10. So at 8 mana, maybe this is better. I still think it's not great. I still don't think Hunter's going to build around this until there's an absolute necessity for it. Like Blood DK is was one of the best decks in this format, and Hunter still wouldn't play it. So we'll see. Haldren, Brightwing, give all arcane spells in your deck spell damage +1. New Battlecry, give all arcane spells in your hand and deck spell damage +1. Great change, huge change. This is actually ginormous. This is the same thing with Inza, but this card's actually playable because it's a 3 mana 3/4. Big change, huge. This is actually so much better than this change. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. The Arcane Spell Hunter deck might actually be good. Like Infantilize the Mac 2, Stranglehold Heart is underperforming. Yeah, we're giving them both buffs because we want these legendary spells to feel better to open and play. We're also buffing Hunter on to give some help to Arcane Hunter package that never had a chance to shine. Okay, good changes. Okay, cool. Jazz Base, 2/2 to a 3/2. I think I would have made this 2 mana. I think it would have been a 2 mana 2/2. I think that would have been safer. The attack is not really the issue with this card, I think, but I guess it does make it trade a little nicer against the board. 2 health versus 3 health is a very big deal for breakpoints, so this does help the card quite a bit. but I think a 2-mana 2/2 weapon would have been probably safer if they really wanted to push this. But I'm excited to see if this actually makes an impact. Altered Chord. 6. Okay, so it's going from 5 to 6 damage. Costs you less if you're overloaded. I think I would have made this card cost 4 less if you're overloaded. Like, just make it cost 1. I don't know if 6 damage is a big deal. Again, breakpoints do matter, but I think it's the problem of actually casting the spell while still developing something behind it. And often the weird thing about this card is that you just clear a minion and then you don't do anything else with the rest of your turn, which feels bad. So it could be good enough. I think cost 4 less would have been a little safer. Flow Rider. Yeah, good change. Okay, so again, same because this card, the problem with this card is that you could never cast it because the mana cost was so awkward. So it's going from a 2 mana to a 1 mana 2/1, which is great. Really big change here. This makes the deck so much more fluid and just easier to play. Like 1 mana versus 2 mana is such a big deal, which is why I wanted them to make that mage spell 1 mana. Will this be good? I think this actually has a chance now. It's much easier to weave in 1 mana than 2 mana. So could be good. Lightning Storm going from 2 overload to 1 overload. Huge change. Wow, dude, this card is, man, again, another example of just classic Hearthstone. This card looks so strange looking at it. Remember when I used to say 2 and 3? Oh god. All enemy minions, overload 1. Good change. All these changes for Shaman look pretty good. New overload Shaman deck has not performed where we wanted or expected it to. I guess they thought that it was going to be better. Interesting. So we're giving hell to all these changes. This change to Lightning Storm also puts it in line with other current 3 to 4 cost AoE spells. Okay, cool. Crescendo. Okay, so I'm most excited for Warlock changes. When I saw the image, I was very stoked. Crescendo, 2 mana from 3 mana. Dude, huge deal, chat. Huge deal. If we compare this to Hellfire, this card becomes exponentially better as the game goes on at 2 mana. Again, easier to weave in. Huge deal for Crescendo. Warlock loves this change. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Crazed Conductor going from 5 mana 4/5 to a 4 mana 3/4. Huge, dude. Whoa. That's actually incredible. This at 4 mana is really scary. Even if you summon 1 imp, you're pretty happy with it, to be honest. That's really spooky. Good change. Oh, I like being a Warlock main now. Siphon Soul. What? 4 mana? Dude, they're just, oh my god. They're making Assassinate look like an absolute joke nowadays, dude. Okay, would you run 4 mana Siphon Soul? I mean, maybe. It's, if we ran the 6 life, the 4 mana deal 6 lifesteal card with Death Knight, this card probably sees play. 4 mana Siphon Soul looks cursed, yeah. Damn, huge changes for Warlock here. Control Warlock looking pretty juicy, I must say. Warlock is one of the weakest classes in the game right now. Yeah, I know. So we're giving it some buffs to its new fatigue package. We're also bumping Siphon Soul, which we think should help the class. Yep, I like these changes. Good changes. Record Scratcher. Same thing. So they're making the breakpoint better. I guess they tested it with 2/2 for both the weapons and they thought that it was fine. But good change. I'm a little scared. I'm glad that it's not the mana reduction here. This is going to make Rogue a little bit better. Mana cheating, scary, classic Rogue stuff, but it is what it is. MC Blingtron going to a 5/5 instead of a 3/4. Siphon Soul used to cost 6, yeah. Both players equip 1/2 microphones. Your opponent increases all damage take by 1. I mean, this is a good change. It makes the card a lot better. Rogue's looking a little spooky. I'm going to be honest. Rogue's got some good decks. Rogue has some good decks right now. Sorry, especially at high levels. We don't want to further strengthen those existing decks, but we want to give them some more. Okay, cool. Holy Nova, 3 mana. What is going on in my Hearthstone, man? 3 mana. What the hell, dude? It's cursed. Take that off the screen. It used to be 5, dude. Back in my day. Oh my god. Right now, Rogue has some powerful aggressive strategies. This adjustment. Yeah, okay. So it makes the overheal package better. It makes control better. This is a really spooky change, bro. Oh, but wait, hold on. It no longer does damage to all enemies. It's only enemy minions at 3 mana. That's still really good. Like, you're gonna play this card. It's like, if Consecration could be a 3 mana, Holy Nova probably deserves to be a 3 mana. Sure. Okay, Curia of Elune is going from 4 to 3. Great change. This card sucked even when it was basically released back in Darkmoon Faire. So good change overall. Will Druid run this? Maybe. 3 mana to get a Solar Eclipse and a Lunar Eclipse is pretty great. So that's a good chance. Death Blossom Whomper. from 6 mana 7 attack and 6 health to 5 mana 6 attack and 5 health. Huge change, dude. The mana cheating for Druid. It's a spooky boy. Now, the thing about this is that most of the death rattles for Druid aren't inherently great, so I'm not too worried about this. But this is a very spooky card to have at 5 mana. We saw what happens with Rogue when they have insane mana cheating for death rattles, but in Druid, at least it doesn't have rush. It's very slow, but if you have the location, it could be very, very good. Druid is one of the classes that has seen a lot of new Festival of Legends cards you play. Yeah, we're pretty happy with the expansion set as landed. We're taking this opportunity to set a higher bar for the core set and encourage more of the cool death route support cards, Scott, Murder, Cast, and Okay, cool. Battlegrounds. If you want to see Battleground stuff, go watch someone who does Battlegrounds. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of duel stuff too. Chat, let me know if you guys want to see duels content. I'm considering it more and more. I'm not going to look at this stuff though. Again, if you want to see duels content, is there anything else? Any bug fixes or can you reflect on improving when damage, health occurring? Sure. Screening Banshee did not work probably when healing damage. Okay, so bug fixes. All right. Overall, good patch, I think. I still think Death Knight is going to be okay. Obviously, not being able to discover triple rune cards is not great, but overall, still really, really good. Good changes. I'm excited to see. Warrior's probably still dead.